Watch. But two of them, Joshua and Caleb, they came back and they told everybody, but we can. Now, who didn't get the message? All of them got the message, didn't they? So they refused to go, and Joshua and Caleb were still in this group. But they refused to go, and God said,
because all these men
which have seen my glory
and my
miracles which I did in Egypt
and in the wilderness
and in this wilderness,
and have tempted me,
and they've tempted me these 10 times by disobeying after I worked miracles for them. Then he concludes, and God says,
surely they shall not see the land.
They shall not. All of these people now, all of these people will not see the land. And God tells them, go back.
Tomorrow
turn ye.
And get you into the wilderness.
One day he tells them, turn back and get in the wilderness. Well, you know what happened? They heard God say that, and they went to sleep. And they said, you know, we were wrong. So they came back the next day, and they said, we'll go do it. We made up our minds. We're going to do it. We're sorry. We're sorry we didn't hear you on the day you said. We're sorry we didn't move when you said. And now we will go. We will go. We'll go. And God said, no. It was just a day difference. Monday, they could go. Tuesday, they couldn't. Because God changed his mind. God was trying to get the people to come to a place, and he changed his mind. And then God says, it's going to be 40 years before you'll be able to do this again. But those two, Joshua and Caleb, because God always had them in his hand like I had them in my hand. Joshua and Caleb, they shall enter the land. But the rest of the people will die, except for those who are 20 years and under. Because a 21-year-old knows when he's saying something, and a 22-year-old knows when he's saying something, 23. And they know they could have talked to their friends and said, let's get it together, but they didn't. They could have stopped something, and they didn't. They could have given, but they didn't. And God said, now everybody, 21 and above 20 years old, he said, they shall die in the wilderness. And it took it 40 years. So you can be a day late and miss the promise. So do what you must do today. Whenever you hear this word, this message, God says today, when you hear my voice, harden not your heart. Don't turn another direction. Harden not your heart. This is the time to do it. I want you to get right there right now. www.westcoastcenter.org. I want you to give a gift and help and move this thing forward today. I'm looking for 500 people. Maybe you're one of those 500 to give 1,000. But if you don't have that, there are other people. You can do more than that. Maybe able to do less than that. But don't let the bucket come up empty. Only two. Take the comparison now. The camera's going to show you. There are two. Joshua and Caleb. Out of all these millions that could have gone. Who didn't get the message? All of them got the message. They all got the message to go when God said, when Moses said, stand still. They all got the message that said what? Go, and they crossed through the Red Sea because Pharaoh was behind them. So when they were in the wilderness and God said, go to the promised land, they all got the message then. So let nobody say, I didn't get the message and nobody told me. Nobody said that. Oh, come. Nobody told me. Oh, if I would have known, I would have done such and such and such. No, you get the message because we're spiritual beings. And God is laying it on your heart. You may have seen something. You may have had a dream or vision. Something might have happened in your spirit. You say, they need help. You know that God was speaking to you to help, not to say you had a vision. And some people confuse it. And their buckets keep coming up empty. The word of God does not return unto him void. If the word of God goes down into the place to get the water, the word of God brings back the result. Let's bring back results. Let's move with action. Faith without works is dead. You got to do something. Do it.